guys, I hope you guys have been well. Oh my god, look at this golden hour moment. Today's a Thursday and I'm heading into med school. We've got a pretty, I'd say, busy week this week. We just started a new block, and the new block that we're starting is MSK. That stands for musculoskeletal system. And yeah, I think this will probably be the hardest 6 weeks of my life. Yeah, just to give you some preference, MSK, during this 6 weeks, we've got a block test, so covering all the content for 6 weeks. We also have a viva, so an anatomy exam where we dissect the cadaver and learn all the muscles and nerves and blood supply and ligaments, and then we get tested on that. And then we also have a history taking clinical assessment, which is, yeah. So yeah, just a lot of things. And I also have an assignment that's due on Monday that I haven't started. Why do I do this to myself? Today we're heading in quite early to med school because I have overflow, and what overflow is it's work that we have to do on our cadaver that we didn't complete during the lesson. In terms of our last block, so our last block was ERS. I found that block quite difficult actually. I did quite well in the exam. I got 45 out of 50, which was the 95th percentile. So fun fact, for that exam I actually did an all-nighter, so if you want to see me struggle, put myself through hell, watch that video. Put a link here. But yeah guys, today's super jam-packed, got heaps of lessons, just heaps of things that I had to go through, and I wanted to take you guys with me, particularly in the morning, anywhere between 40 to 45 minutes to get to uni. So during this time I like to listen to podcasts, or sometimes if I'm in the mood, I'll actually put on a lecture and listen to the lecture. Yeah, that's how sad I am. Well, that's how sad life's gotten recently. Hey guys, I hope you guys are enjoying the vlog so far. I just want to take a quick moment to talk about today's paid partner, BetterHelp. If there's one thing that I've realized, it's that it doesn't really matter who you are or what kind of stage in life you are, or even your age. Stress doesn't really discriminate at all. You could be like me in med school, trying to study, trying to balance placement, work, and trying to hold it all together. Or maybe you could, be working full-time, trying to start a business, or just trying to figure out life, and you feel like you're stuck in this loop that you can't break. I think for a lot of us who are always working really hard, on the outside it can seem like everything's fine, we're always ticking off those boxes, trying to be productive and doing all the right things. On the inside you can feel overwhelmed, and it feels like there's 1,000 open tabs in your mind and no one else can see them besides yourself. Now, it's completely normal to feel like this. Myself, I've been in this position where I felt like there's so many things going on and so many things that I want to talk about, but I don't have the right person to help me. And if there's one thing no one has really taught me when I was growing up that I wish I knew earlier, is that you don't have to wait until you break to get help. You don't have to hit rock bottom to ask for help, to seek for help. You are allowed to want more clarity, more peace, more balance to everything that's going in your life before it all comes falling down. And that's why I have started using BetterHelp. BetterHelp is online therapy that is completely catered to your schedule. You don't have to drive anywhere or sit in an awkward waiting room. You literally just match with an accredited therapist and you start chatting whenever you're ready, whether that's on text, on phone, or on video call. I honestly love how easy it is to find the right therapist and switch with a therapist that really understands you and matches your communication style. It just makes the whole conversation not awkward, and there's no pressure at all. Once you sign up, you can be matched as soon as possible, and everything is done online. I didn't go into BetterHelp and therapy with some massive crisis. I honestly just wanted someone that I could talk to who actually listens, not someone who tells me to just chill or it's not that bad. And it's really helped. It's helped me understand my thoughts instead of letting my thoughts control me. And it's definitely helped me slow down life when life is just getting a bit too fast sometimes. And for the most part, it's helped me feel very human again, which is very, very good. So if you're someone that's watching this right now and you have a lot of things that have been on your mind and just been feeling really heavy lately, and you feel like you've been carrying a lot more than you can let go, I genuinely recommend giving therapy a shot. You can go to betterhelp.com/PeterLee to get 10% off your first month and start your journey in becoming essentially a healthier version of yourself. Just remember guys, talking to someone is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of strength, and it's one of the smartest things that you can do for yourself. Please take care of your mind because it is the most valuable asset that you own. Anyways guys, back to the vlog. guys, dissection is done, and we were in dissection for about an hour-ish. And because we're focusing on the back, we literally just cut the cadaver down in half and then reflected like the skin. For those of you who don't know, you have like a lot of skin and then like what's called fascia, which is basically just fat. But once you remove that, you can see like all the muscles and stuff like that. But then we were able to see your lats, so your latissimus dorsi, your rhomboids, trapezius muscles. Reflected a little bit more, was able to see some of your thoracic muscles, like the ones that go straight like that. I'm still learning, so I don't know the correct terms and everything. Also was able to see your infraspinatus, which is like on your scapula. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, you have like a lot of like superficial back muscles. Superficial meaning like close to the surface, close to the skin. And then you got some really deep muscles as well. And the deep ones usually help with, you know, the movement of your rib cage, inspiration and stuff like that, as well as like flexion. Whereas like your superficial more with like movement. But yeah, now it's time to lock in. There's heaps of stuff that I gotta do, but usually early in the morning for lunchtime, what I like to do is just, because I have other stuff outside of med school. So I got Peter's Academy. If you haven't joined, please join. It is an amazing place where you can learn some stuff from me, but also work on being the best version of yourself. And LEFTFIELD, I do get quite an influx of emails and just tedious backlog work that I have to do. So that's what I'll dedicate the first 30 minutes to do. And then I won't touch any of the miscellaneous tasks that I have to do, just so that the rest of the day I can spend purely focusing on smashing through the content and consolidating on med school knowledge. I think it's a pretty good segue into the importance of like prioritizing tasks and like delegating time to certain activities. And what I mean by that is I've got the next hour and a half until like I have class, which is great. Like it's really important to identify how I want to spend that hour and a half. And it's really good if you can focus purely or like separate that time into focus objectives. So what I mean by that is it's better to focus on, let's say like you had an assignment coming up, better to focus 30 minutes on your assignment or like an hour and a half on your assignment, rather than trying to focus on everything, like 5 minutes of your assignment and 5 minutes studying and stuff like that. It makes your study time less effective, but also less meaningful, and you don't have time to build momentum and engage and actually focus and engage in the content that you're doing.
Hey guys, it's Harry. Based on the symptoms that they present with, they can't have this. If they can't have this, then you have to give the clinical reasoning why. And then you have to, there's a separate section on physical exams. You don't do the physical exam, but you say what you expect to be in the physical exam. So like if someone has jaundice, you'll be like yellow sclera, or like yellowy skin, or like darker urine.
GRT block. Has everyone seen that? Anything else?
Dysphagia, like difficulty swallowing.
Yeah, dysphagia, difficulty swallowing. And then one more, I think, from some of the pathologies that are included in this kind of GRGU block can also cause flank pain and back pain as well. Be a bit more specific to say, and I can't even quite remember, the pain started.
Yeah, so about a week ago, I noticed that my urine had become a different colour, like a reddish brown colour.
Reddish brown, yeah.
I had been hot the other round for a while. Okay. Nasty infection.
Maybe that's the oh, nasty infection. Nasty infection. They told me that you drank some water to see if it got better. And it didn't. Have you tried anything else?
Still the same. Haven't tried anything.
What about anything to make it worse at all?
No, I haven't noticed anything.
What do you think?
Is it
Cancer or like
post-infection?
Yeah, something wrong with you. Yeah, but you would say like no medications, no allergies,
no allergies,
no medication history.
Yeah, relevant family history. Or past medical, since it's like just appendectomy as a kid. Worried that I have an STI or something.
Yeah, okay, why do you think that?
Right. Oh, well, in the recent few months.
Hey guys, we're gonna do a food mukbang. We got the same thing, just different sauces pretty much.
Got the sriracha mayo,
I got teriyaki on teriyaki.
rocky arrow. Got the ice matcha as well.
Same. But to give it a rating out of 10.
10 being good or 10 being bad?
10 being good. 10 being really good. Alright. Wow, that's really good.
It's alright, I must say.
For me, teriyaki sauce is salty, but like,
I think that's for everyone, teriyaki sauce.
but like not as salty, like not super salty. It's like a good saltiness. Does that make sense?
Try a bit of the sriracha mayo. It's like a bit spicier than normal sriracha mayo.
Alright, so we're done. What do you reckon?
It was decent, not the best, but not great. Actually, it's pretty great, but like not perfect, you know.
It's pretty good, just not perfect. Yeah, I give it 7.5 out of 10.
I'll give it a 7.1. I enjoyed it, so
What are you gonna do now?
I'm going to try and not finish, but get most of it done tonight.
Oh yeah, we have an assignment due on Monday. You wanna check it out?
Table body.
It's the body. Oh
Touch
yeah,
shit.
passing MSK, come on now.
Easy game.
Oh, this is high yield. What is this?
That is the intervertebral disc. Easy. It's so easy.
Alright guys, just finished my meeting. Give you a little update. Yeah, we had lunch, started doing some Anki cards, going through the content. Still so much to do before the test tomorrow. Sometimes I do go into like a Friday test, not knowing all the content, which is not ideal. But as long as I've seen everything and gone through it, there will be times where I haven't consolidated everything. Like I won't know what that specific drug does or like the effect it has on a certain muscle. That's okay, as long as I understand the big picture concepts, so that during like CBL, when the consultant's kind of talking through cases, I can kind of keep track. That's what's important. I'm also right now, before I go home, because I got footy training soon, I'm gonna go through clinical skills, and what I'm doing is going through all the nephrology, general surgery, urology, and gynecology, and some of like the pregnancy common clinical presentations and diseases. So what I mean by that is like peptic ulcer disease, you got nephrotic syndrome, just going through all those and trying to remember the common clinical presentations. So what I mean by that is, you know, someone presenting with appendicitis usually presents with like some sort of fever and usually has constant sharp pain that doesn't radiate, so it stays very proximal to your lower right quadrant area. Some other things that I need to look out for is, you know, patients who have an infection, or they can undergo something called sepsis, which is when you get bacteria in the blood, and you usually see elevated heart rate, but also low blood pressure, so hypotension, which is really bad sign, really bad. And the reason why I'm going through all these, and I'll show you I'll like upload a document for you guys to have a look at, because it's quite extensive, and if you guys want, you can kind of go through it yourself. The reason being is we will have an assessment on clinical skills, so history taking. And last year we were assessed on our history taking skills, so our level of empathy, our ability to communicate, asking the right questions. Now we're not getting assessed on that, we're getting assessed more on our diagnosis. So once we've asked all those questions, can we diagnose what the patient has? Which is like a lot more scary, but a lot more relevant to when I actually do become a doctor. I need to know, once the patient gives me the information that I asked for, can I give them a diagnosis indicative of the signs that they're like showing me, which is super important. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna go through as well before I head home. All in all, it's been pretty productive, taking breaks here and there, but more or not been pretty locked in. So I'm gonna study in here for a good half an hour, study outside for a bit, because I like put change in scenery. Is not tachycardic, but increased heart rate. I would also see potentially nausea and vomiting, as well as, because it's cholecystitis, it would be upper home time. Alright guys, I'm back from footy training and I just had dinner. First things first, my hair has gotten extremely long. Let me know in the comment section if you like my hair long or you prefer it short. I think it's alright. It is getting into winter, so long hair is more keep my head warm. But there's nothing wrong with going back to short hair. I don't know, I feel very Korean. Like 안녕하세요. 내 이름은 피다입니다. You know what I mean? Anyways, we're home, which means it is time to lock in even more. Usually what I like to do when I get home is kind of reflect on everything that I've done and kind of look at the time, you know, how much time do I have left before I need to go to sleep to wake up tomorrow, and go through the things that I didn't get done. So go through all of the content. If it was like anatomy, was it pathophys, was it physiology, is there like extra emails or tasks outside of med school that I haven't done? So for example, have I gone through like my checklist for left field, my checklist for Peter's Academy, and just making sure that, okay, what can I get done in this short time frame? What do I want this like time to be? Do I want to focus on like miscellaneous tasks for like an hour and then study for 2 hours, or maybe, you know, just focus on miscellaneous tasks for the next 3 hours and go to sleep? So yeah, I think I am going to divide it though. So I'm going to do an hour and a half of intense studying and then an hour and a half of just miscellaneous work and maybe a little bit of relaxation. Reason being is it is quite late and I tend to focus better, you know, not when I'm about to fall asleep. So doing some meaningful study right now would be super beneficial. I've got heaps of flashcards that I need to get done. I got 206 that I need to do, so I'll smash those out today. There's also a peer teaching lecture that is usually very high yield that the years above us create, and I think that's a really good summary just before the test tomorrow to just even like listen through in the background while I'm doing some miscellaneous tasks. But yeah. Time is now 12:31. It is Friday, so it is the next day. It's the day of the vlog, and finished all the Anki cards that I needed for this week. Overall, feeling tired but good. I was able to smash out all the emails and just other miscellaneous tasks that I had to do. So it saves me a bit of time tomorrow, so that anything that pops up tomorrow or the things that I've got planned tomorrow, I can really focus on them. All in all, I think today was like pretty productive. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I'm not sure how long it's going to be, but I just wanted to show you guys, you know, how I approach a super busy day of med school and having things not just outside of med school that I have to do, but like other priorities. You guys would have seen that, you know, I didn't stay very stagnant. I was like moving all over the place, like. But yeah, the reason I moved a lot, not because I was like, I couldn't concentrate, but there will be times in your study period or whatever you're doing that, you know, you will have a lapse of concentration or you will feel that you've been depleted of energy. And it's so important to find strategies and systems in place that will help you revitalize that energy. Whether that's going on a walk with your friends, just having a chat, buying food, and listening to your body is so important. Your body will tell you signs of like when you're tired. For example, right now, my body told me that, you know, Peter, it's time to sleep. Like, you are tired, you have to wake up early tomorrow. That's my brain talking. But my body's like, you know, you're tired, you need a break. And for the last like 10 minutes, I was kind of forcing myself to like get through the last, you know, 50 cards, just so that, you know, I went through all the content and all the cards that I made, so I'm ready for tomorrow. But yeah guys, that's the first week of MSK, pretty much done. Tomorrow I'll go into uni and I will smash out the tests. On the weekend I've got heaps of stuff planned. I've got footy game on Saturday, and then all my friends are going to midnight, so that'll be good for them. I'm at home, got some stuff, some responsibilities that I've got to take care of, so I won't be able to join them. Also on Sunday, maybe seeing a movie, but also studying in between, because we've just got so many exams, big exams and assessments piled up one after the other. So like, we have our massive block test and then our anatomy exam the day after. So super important for me this next 6-7 weeks to manage my time efficiently. As always guys, I honestly appreciate anyone that watches this, but for all those who continuously come back, comment, support myself, not only on YouTube, but like all my other platforms, and buy stuff from LEFTFIELD and you're in Peter's Academy, I see you, and like I deeply appreciate it. Once again, I wouldn't, you know, be in this position where I'm able to create content that I love for you guys without you guys. So I'm really grateful that you give me a platform and an opportunity to share a little bit about my life more. Yeah, let me know if you liked the vlog or not. Just let me know anything in the comments. I more often than not read everything and try to reply whenever I have the time. Let me know if you want any specific like video ideas. I'll try to incorporate them. I'm pretty busy, but I'll try my best. And yeah, thank you so much for watching the vlog. As always, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.